Hey everybody, ABC 10 meteorologist Brendan Minchef here with a check of the forecast because if you've been out in Northern California recently, you know that it's been raining and we've got a lot more rain on the way. We're going to take a look at what it looks like through the middle part of this coming week, then also towards the weekend as we kind of preview what the Christmas holiday might look like here across the region. But let's start with radar. It has been an active radar certainly over the last 12 hours. We had some thunderstorms last night, so Sunday night into Monday. And I'll tell you what, just a brief sidebar here. Those thunderstorms, as they moved through the Sacramento metro, I had the window cracked just a little bit because I woke up, heard the thunder, and I wanted to enjoy it while it's here. We don't get a lot of it in California, so definitely wanted to soak it up. And you know what? I went right back to sleep. It worked very well. But again, I digress. Back to the radar. Plenty of rain has been moving through and continues to move through as of Monday evening when we recorded this video. But this will be the case through Tuesday especially, where we get the rain and then we get a brief dry period like what we had earlier. So like we said, Sunday night into Monday morning, we had those thunderstorms, we had the heavier rain move through. Then right around lunchtime through the early afternoon on Monday, we had a bit more of a dry spell where we had a few hours where it was just cloudy, but we didn't see that rain. Well, that rain moved back in right around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening and has been raining, will continue to rain through much of the evening. Then we'll go through a bit of a dry spell, more rain overnight, and for the Tuesday morning commute, likely dries out again. Then we'll see some more rain. So the pattern that we've seen so far Monday will be indicative of what we'll see Tuesday as well. Some of the rainfall reports so far, Oroville, and again, this is just a few of them. There's plenty of them. I just picked 5. Oroville here, 0.83 inches, Stockton 0.77, Modesto 0.72, Sacramento Executive 0.72 as well, and then downtown 0.65 inches. But as we saw on the radar there, it is still raining, so we are going to add some more totals to the numbers that we have so far. Here is a wind advisory, though, goes into effect Monday evening, continues until Tuesday morning. This is for parts of the northern Sacramento Valley. Sacramento's down there. And again, we are going to get some breezy conditions as the storm moves through out of the south. So some of the strongest winds will be up in the really middle to northern part of the Sacramento Valley, which is why that wind advisory will go into place. As we look at those wind gusts, wind advisory kicks in 7 p.m. Monday, and then overnight we see those winds peak to about 25-30 miles per hour in the metro area around Sacramento, even down near Stockton, 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. But then we'll be looking closer to about 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts across the Sacramento Valley in the area where that wind advisory is. That wind advisory expires Tuesday morning, but we're still going to have a southerly breeze pretty much all day long on Tuesday. It does gradually taper off as we go through the afternoon. So wind and rain as well. Here's a look at futurecast. So rolling through the overnight periods Tuesday into the Monday or Tuesday morning commute, you see that we've got showers pretty much most of that time. Then we go through a little bit of a dry spell before more showers develop in the afternoon hours. I think this model's probably underdoing it just a little bit. We'll likely have a little bit more shower coverage through the afternoon hours on Tuesday than what we saw, but generally it gives you a good idea. The other thing you notice is the snow levels are pretty high. There's not much in terms of snow. That'll be the case for most of this storm, honestly. It is a warm storm pulling in a lot of tropical moisture, and the reinforcing cold air is going to be sitting off the coast. So we're just not going to have a lot of prime snowmaking opportunity. But more showers continue through the evening hours on Tuesday and lingering into Wednesday as well. This is Wednesday afternoon, and you still see some showers in the area. Now, this is going to change a little bit in terms of timing and coverage from model run to model run. It always does. But when all is said and done, I do expect we get another 1 to 2 inches of rain across the valley, 2.5 inches to about 4 inches for parts of the northern foothills. And then out on the coastal range, about 3 inches or more is possible. So again, we've already had close to 1 inch at this point. If we get another inch, we'll be close to 2 inches by the time it's all said and done. If on the high end, we come up with another 2 inches of rain, then we'll be close to 3 inches by the time the storm is all said and done. So this is what is still to come. Doesn't count what has already fallen, which we looked at. So still to come in the valley, another 1 to 2 inches. And most of that falls through Wednesday, although could see some showers lingering into Thursday. There is a winter storm warning, though. This is for the southern Sierra. So you see Yosemite National Park up here and then to the south. So again, southern Sierra up near 50 and 80. We're just not seeing any of those winter alerts as of this video recording, because the snow levels are so high. So let's talk about those snow levels. For Monday, this is what we've seen, about 8,500 feet. So anywhere from about 8,000 to 8,500. That's been the story so far. That was the story when it started. That's what it's been most of the daytime today. It will lower. Tuesday morning, we'll be looking at about 7,500 feet for snow levels, so just about past level, but not quite there. By Tuesday evening, it does look like the snow levels will drop to about 7,000 feet. That will be at and below past level, and that's where it's going to stay for most of Wednesday as well. I know we were talking through the weekend about potentially seeing snow levels as low as 6,500 feet. Not sure we're quite going to get there in the Central Sierra. So right along 80 and 50, I expect the lowest snow to be right around 7,000 feet. Doesn't mean we couldn't see things a little bit below that, but generally that's about as low as it's going to go. So again, no winter alerts as of the recording of this video for the 80-50 areas, but we'll keep an eye on it, and it doesn't mean we're not going to see any snow. It just means we're not going to see a lot. Here's the model snowfall totals through Thursday. I've got about 6 inches. I do think that's overperforming, though. I don't think we're going to get quite to 6 inches across US 50 and I-80. I know it's saying 7 inches here at Donner, 7 inches at Kirkwood. Maybe places like Kirkwood, Bear Valley, a little bit higher, and then certainly in towards the Southern Sierra where we have that winter storm warning. I think those totals are fair. I'm going to go a little bit closer to the European model here, where it's ranging from about 2 inches at Donner to about 4 inches along 50 there, 6 inches at Kirkwood. I think this is a little bit closer to the truth here. Again, not a big snowmaking storm, simply is too warm. Again, that reinforcing cold air off the coast. So generally, winter impacts for the Central Sierra are going to be relatively limited. This is the Winter Storm Severity Index. This goes through Thursday. Especially along I-80, we see hardly any impacts at all. Again, it will get to pass level. It's just not going to be very much of it at pass level. Along 50, maybe a little bit more snow, and certainly through Echo and on the west side of Lake Tahoe there, we do see some heavier impacts, but that's not quite at the level of Highway 50. So travel impacts in general through the Sierra are going to be minimal. That's what it looks like according to the latest data, because the storm is warm. And you can see what I'm talking about here with that reinforcing air. Here's where that initial system is, the one that's giving us rain today and tomorrow. But the reinforcing system, the colder one, the cutoff low, stays pretty far off the coast as it works its way down Wednesday and Thursday. So it'll be just enough to lower those snow levels to pass level, but it's not really going to bring any moisture in, and certainly isn't going to drop the snow levels in any significant or really meaningful way, at least in the Central Sierra. A little bit different story for the Southern Sierra. Also, the angle of the flow is a little different. But in terms of snow, we're going to have to wait for the next storm. Speaking of the next storm, this one will push on out of here as we go in towards the holiday weekend. So this is now Christmas Day. We're dry across the state. We do have some clouds moving in, but when you look out to the west, you see another system approaching. I do think Tuesday, the 26th through the 27th, could be another kind of wet couple of days, maybe even continuing towards the 28th as well. But this system is going to push across based on the latest data and bring us some rain chances as we work just past Christmas. But here is the Christmas preview. Christmas Eve, about 53 degrees, good flying weather for reindeer. Really not expecting any impacts here in Northern California. Should be mostly sunny as well as we kind of sit between systems. Christmas Day, a little bit warmer, 54 degrees, mix of sun and clouds for Christmas Day. But again, I do expect we stay dry across Northern California. And then the day after Christmas is when we reintroduce those shower chances. So here's a look at the next 10 days in Northern California. 62 on Tuesday, 60 Wednesday, and 62 on Thursday. So through the duration of the storm, we stay in the 60s. Then we lose a little bit of temperature going into the holiday weekend. 56 and sunny on Saturday, 53 on Sunday for Christmas Eve, 54 on Christmas. So again, we stay dry through Christmas Eve and Christmas. Then immediately the day after, we reintroduce those rain chances. Also looks to be a slightly cooler storm as well, with highs in the mid to upper 50s, which is good news in terms of snowmaking. So we'll see how this next storm may do in terms of snow. Too early to talk specific impacts, but that's just kind of a look ahead as we talk about the pretty far extended forecast. Now, of course, plug in the ABC 10 Plus app, live local, always on Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. We've got a weather playlist there. You can catch all of these in-depth forecasts like this one. We've got a whole playlist there. So anytime we do these extended forecasts, that'll be the first place you can see it. We've got some weather specials there as well, such as Mega Flood and Water Wasted, and the California Drought series as well, where we talk about water impacts across the state. And I got to tell you, this storm that we're having now is going to do good things in terms of helping to put more water in the reservoirs. Not much for the snowpack, but certainly some more water in the reservoirs. Thanks for watching. Stay dry out there. Enjoy the rain. and happy holidays, my friends.